Impact Wrestling and WWE are apparently, by how the fans are putting it, are in a little working relationship. They're teaming up, or well, I won't say teaming up. They're together. They're working together. And the background, the reason behind this, let me explain, because I know there are probably people who are probably like, wait, what's going on? Why is Impact and WWE talked about? Like, what's going on? What happened? Well, this past Friday night on SmackDown, WWE, Pat McAfee, Michael Cole announced the Royal Rumble, the 30-woman Royal Rumble, and going to be seeing some surprises. Well, not really, because now they're here. Some returns. You're going to have Summer Rae, you're going to have Lita, you're going to have the Bella Twins, you're going to have, Kelly. You might even see Paige. I know she's been tweeting on Twitter about potentially coming back. But one of the big announcements this past weekend was Mickie James being in the Rumble. And the reason why it's so big that Mickie James, was announced for the Rumble is because Mickie James is the current Impact Knockouts champ. As a matter of fact, she defended her championship last night in the main event of Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill against Deonna Purrazzo. And it's a big deal to so many because this is a world champ coming from a whole another promotion, coming in and wrestling in one of WWE's biggest shows of the year in the Royal Rumble, and one of their biggest matches of the year in the Royal Rumble match. This led to a lot of people saying that WWE and Impact Wrestling are working together and have this working relationship. Now, if you guys go back about a year, we saw Impact Wrestling and All Elite Wrestling, AEW, working together with Kenny going to Impact, winning the Impact and, TNA belt. You had Thunder Rosa take on Deonna Purrazzo. You had Private Party show up. Tony Khan showed up. You even had, at one point, Christian Cage was the Impact champ, of course, until he lost to Josh Alexander. So, with these working relationships, the possibilities, dream matches are endless. You could have maybe Roman Reigns show up, attack Moose, or, vice versa. The women's division, something like that. The tag team division. Again, the possibilities are endless. But fans are saying that this quote-unquote working relationship is WWE's way of getting back at AEW. Now, when I hear about that statement that, Impact and, WWE's working with Impact to get back at AEW, like, why should they get back at AEW? WWE, why should WWE be concerned, that much about, these companies working together? You know what I mean? If you want my honest opinion on this whole situation, I don't even think this is really a working relationship. I don't think Impact Wrestling and WWE are working together. I don't see it happening. And I don't think WWE's that desperate. Okay, well maybe they might be, judging because they did release a lot of, talent this past year. But man, I don't think this is a working relationship. I think what this is a one night only, bringing Mickie James over, letting her in the Rumble, she's the Impact Knockouts champ, getting Impact, maybe just a little bit of buzz, obviously, judging by how last night went. And that's it. This ain't gonna lead to anything big. This ain't gonna lead to this big Impact invading WWE or vice versa. It's just, I don't really see that happening. Now, don't get me wrong, matches would be cool, but I just don't see that happening. This kind of reminds me a few years ago, and I don't really remember what month it was, something like that, or pay-per-view, but Christian, surprisingly, I believe he was the Intercontinental Champ at the time. WWE allowed Christian to go to Impact Wrestling. I think it was Slammiversary he was allowed to go, and he was the Intercontinental Champ at the time. Now, granted, he didn't wrestle, but still, the fact that Christian, being the WWE champion, being in a company like WWE, going to another company like, Impact Wrestling, TNA at the time, it was pretty big, pretty big. that's kind of what this moment with Mickie James kind of reminds me of. I don't see this leading to anything between Impact and WWE. I just don't see it. I think this is just, because Mickie James, because people got to remember, Mickie James is a legend in the sport. She's a legend in WWE. And, this is their case. You know what I mean? But I also kind of find shocking that, Mickie and, and Impact and them took up on the offer, considering the fact that after what WWE did to Mickie, I mean, she did put over some, but they released her. Then the whole trash bag thing happened. So, I don't know. But hey, Vince is known to burn bridges, so maybe he was able to burn that bridge, and Mickie was like, it's the Royal Rumble, let's have some fun, let me go in, let's have a good time, and I think that's what this whole point is. So for everybody saying, like arguing online, everybody, how people be online, they're arguing online, talking about, we don't care about Impact and WWE, we have AEW and New Japan working together. This is WWE's way of getting back at AEW. This proves just these different arguments going back and forth. It's just, come on, really? And then you had also people, WWE did more for Impact than AEW did. It's just like, okay. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I think, let's just bring Mickie James over for one night only. Let her get in the Rumble. Let her get her time to shine. And then, boom, she gets eliminated. She goes right back to Impact Wrestling and goes to her thing. WWE goes and do their thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see it happening. So, yeah. So, anyways, guys, that is the video. As far as the Q&A is concerned, the Q&A video should be coming out relatively soon. I still need to get more questions in the comment section. So, please put your questions in the comment section, man. It can be about anything, WWE, basketball, football, AEW, just anything, really. But if we can do that, then I can try to get my Q&A in by either this week or next week. But the Q&A will be coming out most definitely, before the Royal Rumble. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's been the video, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like and comment. This has been the Kid, DC Wrestling, and so on. Yeah.